Last time, we united China with Space Marines made out of medium anti-air tanks. Today, I want to find out, are heavy tanks better? And to fulfill my promise, we're gonna do it as nationalist China. I see we already have anti-air, so what I will go into now is the heavy tank immediately. I'm doing this because a lot of you said in my Germany video that heavy tanks are way better than medium tanks. Obviously, this is China.
我在北京
And same rules don't apply here. But industry-wise, nationalist China has it a lot better off than Manchuria. So this should be a good example of a nation with a little bit better industry going for a better tank and see if it performs better. Yes, I'm right now using China as my testing ground for all of the ideas I have.
Don't do it to me. I beg you.
And you wanted me to play China for a long time now anyway, so let's go. Did I mention, by the way, that I did no test run on this one? This is just me blindly playing China. I thought, let's make it a bit more interesting, just play it blindly. What could go wrong? But I have to say, army corruption is gonna be bad. I know we can reform it with army experience, but oh my god, minus 30 defense against Japan is gonna be bad. Inflation is also gonna be fun. Incompetent officers. Oh my god, China. So, we got the research slot. My priority is now going to be to unite China as fast as possible. So I will rush down these over here to get anti-communism, to get the war goals on communist China and Xinjiang, and also to subjugate the warlords. Some of them might join me, some of them just might not, and then we have to get other measures going. But the additional research slot is gonna be very helpful. I would love to take the silent workhorse right now, but getting partial mobilization would be so much more important. The plus 40% for military factories is gonna be so good, and we get additional factories to build with, so this is kind of must. And now that we have, again, 100 political power, I will go for a chief of army. I would love to go for the defensive one, but he costs like 200, so no. I need one fast, so I will go for the army offensive expert. That will generate me much needed army experience and will be very helpful. And to prepare a little bit for what's coming, I will build a bit of anti-air, because you might know my tactic by now. I will not really go for an air force, and the Japanese have a way bigger one anyways, so I will stack the anti-air tanks on top of some normal anti-air. Yep, that should do enough to get rid of those pesky CAS planes. Prioritized interior is done, and I will start with anti-communism, because they might be the bigger problem long term. And because some of you always ask me how I build my tank, let me show you real quick. Very important, select anti-air roll, otherwise you can't finish this. Anti-air armament with a very cheap turret, with sloped armor so we get even more armor, and the cheapest engine, and the rest just stays normal. The only thing this tank is now missing is a lot more armor, but I'm out of army experience, so that has to wait. And I don't know how I did it, but my model is cheaper than the heavy tank chassis. I guess I downgraded it a lot. 9 armor, can't add any more, and 7 engines so it can drive. Let's build it. And I have to say, this China is already way easier with the amount of factories I have. I mean, I have to fight Japan, so I will need them, but still, it is good. Anti-communism focus done, and I will immediately go to subjugate the warlords. And I plan on doing this a fast war, so my tactic is to attack communist China and have a large fallback line to let them spread out. Because if you fight them over here, you have to fight them over a river into hills. And those hills have land forts. And communist China starts with 10, maybe 12 troops, a good amount to defend, okay? My advice to you is let them come to you and just take everything back from behind. They don't have enough troops for the entire front line here, so this is making it a lot easier for you. And now that I have enough political power, I will finally get myself the silent workhorse. Before I didn't have time, but yeah, now I want them. So I feel like let's spread out enough. Let's push. And they should be very easily surroundable now. Just pin and attack. And don't forget, because I did, you start with a few planes, so you can use them. Hey, I never said this is a no planes video, so just saying. Okay, they're currently leaving now. Very good. So I can go into the one victory point they have. And oh, at the same time, the focus took me exact 70 days to capitulate them. Interesting. So apparently I got lucky because 3 of the warlords said yes and only 2 said no. Lucky quote unquote, because it's kind of annoying to integrate them. I have to say I'm a bigger fan of just annexing them, but yeah, still it's better to have them under us than not. Japan is justifying against me. I might be a little bit late on everything. Then let's do what we can to take out the rest as fast as we they can. I gotta be honest, I forgot how early the Japanese attack, so yeah, I might be a little bit less prepared than I wanted to be, but I feel like I panicked in a good way, and now I have enough troops to at least protect my border. Not good troops, but they should do the job, hopefully. I will also make them a bit bigger, so they have like a little bit more punch. Hey, the war starts. Oof. I will go into army reform now, and let me just build up a front line over here, so we have an easier time defending this. I'm more flexible with it. Wait, what? Why can't they join that? They have a war goal on them. I'm not the biggest fan of this naval landing over here. And as always, I will go down trench warfare. Why? The spirits. I gotta reduce my front line. I have a lot of troops, but I'm losing more equipment than I can replace at the moment, so that's not the goal of this. So let's reform our army, because I feel like without the army reforms, we are just screwed. But it is time to slap on that anti-air to get some of those planes finally down. And very, very soon I will add the tank. Oh my god, that naval landing was out of nowhere and might have nearly destroyed my entire plans to recover land. But I recovered. Oof. Oh, this is so good. This feels so good. Oh my god. So, let's get the first heavy tanks into the mix. I don't know how I did it, but I stabilized the front line. That was so much chaos, okay? I don't know if I want to do any more blind playthroughs, but oh my god. I wasn't prepared for that early rush, and I completely underestimated the amount of negative modifiers you have as China. It is not funny. But I got it stabilized behind the river. We haven't lost that much land, just 3 provinces over here. So I can start on integrating the tanks and catch up on equipment too, which is both things I definitely need. I feel like I'm suppressing the planes now quite well with the anti-air integrated. Oh my god, logistics wizard, I'm gonna need that. I'm so stupid. I just see the focuses over here. Defense, attack bonus, war of anti-imperialism. Yeah, I know what I will do next. I made this so much harder on me than it had to be. That I didn't expect. Get the Space Marines over here. Can I take the port back? That would be so good. Yes. I just love how the Japanese push south and I just bullet them out of the north and it's just trying to push faster into the new port. Then I can actually catch up with them. It is so stupid. But port after port, I'm conquering back my land. And I'm slowly, very slowly catching up with my equipment. Heavy tanks are very expensive. That much I can say about this so far. They are way more expensive to build. It is not funny. And we got a defensive bonus. For the attack bonus, we need less army corruption. Okay, we can do that. And if you're confused how I got to protect my coast so well with all of the units still being here, I've drafted my entire subject army on all the front lines. So they are now involuntarily helping me. Very good. But I'm starting to feel a strength of my Space Marines because I am pushing him and I didn't do that before. No. Oh, the naval invading over here. That's so good. I'm prepared for this. Wait, it's 1938? I feel like it's 1940. Oh my god, I'm sweating here for like an hour now and barely a year has passed. Oh my god. Look at that pocket. Look at that.
Yeah, boy.
This should weaken the Japanese army by a lot. It's about 25 units I destroyed here in all encirclements I've done. Last army reform. Let's go. With all of this reorganization, I should be able to push them now. At least defending will be way easier now. I'm also preparing now to get supply companies into the mix. I didn't have time for that, but that would have been very helpful. Anyways, I wasted 450 political power on integrating them now. So in about 90 days, I should get all of the industry for basically free. And most importantly, also the resources, because a lot of my resources go into import. Heavy tanks are expensive. I know, crazy. So let's reconquer some of our provinces. And we're actually pushing over a river. Very good. Naval landing noise, sweat. Okay, no, we should have this. Easy. So yeah, time has passed. I don't know how to say this, but to sum it up, Xinjiang joined the Soviet Union. I have the honor of not just fighting one great power, I have the honor of fighting 2 great powers. But I've reformed my army a lot, and I'm just equipping every Japanese naval landing. And with every Japanese naval landing, which there are a lot of, the front line gets weaker. So I reconquered a lot of land. But you know what? Makes it a hell lot more interesting to test out my heavy tanks so that I got the honor of fighting the Soviet Union. And the Japanese are back. There's so many naval landings. It's not funny anymore. But you know what? We can finally go to total mobilization. This should help a lot with producing new mills. I'm gonna be honest. Because, oh my god, do I need need more mills. And just now, we researched the improved heavy tank chassis. So let's get that rolling. Improved anti-air gun, one-man turret, diesel engine, and sloped armor. Now put up all the armor we have, classified as an anti-air tank, and now make it drivable. And it's only actually a little bit more expensive. And to compare it, before we had 72 armor, and now we have 136. Wow, we just doubled it. But we do need to buy way more steel. Hey, another naval landing. Fun. Oh no, Soviet naval landings. One Soviet landing gone. Let's get the other. And you know what? The time has come. Let's take back Beijing. I actually just noticed that the -3% recruitable population is higher than the 1.5 for volunteer only. So I actually have 0% manpower right now. Oh no. Sweats. But what we can do now is to get rid of incompetent officers. Very good. And that actually goes away immediately. So we actually get good amount of command power now. We got nothing before, and now it's just filling in like it's nothing. Oh my god, the upgrades I can do on my generals, you wouldn't believe. Look at this adaptable improvisation expert, infantry expert. It's 1940. I have all of these traits with most of my generals. It's so good. Making the tank even more armored. Let's go. So I'm done with this. Wolf anti-imperialism. Let's go. Be gone, Soviets. Perfect. Now the Japanese. Oh my god. The Soviets have something else to do. Finally, the naval invasions. They end. Why does Germany control this? I was like, wait, I'm at war with this? Nope, Germany. I'm so confused about this. At least I don't have another front against the Japanese. But this opens up a lot of possibilities of things I want to do for a while now. No spoilers. And for the sacrifice my people did for me, I will give them democracy. At least some kind of democracy, I guess. I just want to get rid of inefficient bureaucracy because bad modifier bad. I mean, it's not actually bad, but red number bad. This is a good push. A very good push. Okay, let's go push into Korea and finish this. Oh my god, it's just not stopping. It just keeps going. So now to my special plan. I want to bring the fun to Japan. And you know what? It looks like I'm getting a landing over here done. Let's go. And because I know you're interested in what I built, very basic 20 with paratroopers with some support equipment. That's what I used. And it actually worked very well in Nagasaki. Let's push. And as I thought, there are not a lot of Japanese left in Japan. Yeah, they did waste a lot of manpower on naval landings, and I haven't had a naval landing in quite a while. I imagine there was a reason for that. Let's check out the losses. 2.5 million. And Manchukuo has capitulated. We're now on a full front line with the Russians. Ah, yes, fun. Japan offers peace. You know what? Normally I like this event if I play a Chinese nation, but this time around, I don't know why. I want to see how this ends. It's my revenge for not getting it when I played Manchu. Fall of Tokyo. Very good. Now they finally know how naval invasion feels like. Oh my god, it is over. So, first things first, I will take all of my land, because that is just my land. Korea is also my land. And after I've taken this, I'll just take the rest and all of the navy. Thank you very much. It's all China now. Always has been. What's my navy now, by the way? Look at that. That is good. And now that we're done with Japan, let's go into Russia. Already looks a lot better. Just don't look at the equipment I'm missing. It's just so Rome fell. Yeah, Germany's pushing very deep into the Soviet Union. And I pray we capitulated before the Allies capitulate Germany. But Italy is about to fall. Goodbye, Italy. And the Italian Civil War started. Yep, that's not looking good. Anyways, nearly the doctrine's done. How about that? It takes forever for China to get the doctrines done because you have to do so much with army experience. Yeah, that's all I want to say about this. And the doctrines are done. Very good. I have to say, so far, China looks pretty sick. I do be winning against the Soviets, but fighting in Siberia, not fun. The Germans are just underperforming a lot lately, and they're just unable to take Leningrad. Well, you know, this. So there might be a chance that I have to walk all the way over here if the Allies don't join my side. How's Germany still fighting? I guess gotta respect the grind. Soviets just got a lot of friends down here. I don't like that. I was just looking around the map. Democratic Germany just annexed Yugoslavia. Oh no. They might lost the war, but that doesn't stop Germany Germany. So, let's make China democratic. We're not a Republic of China. And yeah, you know what? Yes, we joined the allies now. Let's go. It's gonna make this so much shorter. I don't even need to call them in. Just that I'm in the allies forces the Soviets to put a lot of troops over here. And that will make this push so much easier. And even better, I can go from secret police to local autonomy, which is such a good occupation law. And you get so much compliance so fast. You will not believe how fast we'll get all of the Japanese industry now. It's gonna be good. What? Germany puppeted Greece? Okay, it is kind of weird that Germany keeps their focus tree after the loss. Yeah, no comment. They're just doing Germany stuff. You know what? To speed this up, I'm actually gonna let my allies join, because this is getting a bit boring. I know I will lose some more participation, but oh my god, I don't need all of the Soviet Union. This takes way too long. I do feel like I should keep most of the participation anyways. Who would have thought that China starts the Third World War, right? Crazy. I love you, my Chinese fears. Yeah, they're just melting. The allies are just pushing through. Now they have to take troops off here. The Soviets are just losing even faster. That was definitely the right decision to do. Oh my god, it speeds things up. Just to give you like a note here, I'm recording for about 4 hours now, and 2 hours of that is fighting the Soviets. So yeah, fun. I just saw that you can put anti-air on a super heavy tank. Wait, you can make an anti-air super heavy tank? Oh, that's just a video idea waiting to happen. I'll think about it, okay? 98%. Gotta push over the mountains and we're done. Oh, so I lost a lot of war score, but I still have the most, which is the important part, which means I can make all of my demands. Natural borders. So, are heavy tanks worth it? They're very strong, but expensive. I know, mind-blowing conclusion. Anyways, I would say that's this campaign done. And if you want to see more blind playthroughs, let me know. As always, my channel members, I love you. And please check out my last video. I put so much work on it.